Across a remote plain in Laos sit more than 2,000 giant stone jars, some taller than a grown man. Each was carved from solid rock, some weighing several tons, scattered across the hills for miles. This is the Plain of Jars, 90 sites holding one of the strangest mysteries on Earth. They are spread across more than 90 separate sites in the highlands of central Laos. The largest stand over 10 feet tall and weigh as much as a car. They are at least 2,000 years old, carved by a civilization that has completely vanished. When archaeologists dug around the jars, they found human bones buried beside them. The leading theory is chilling. Across 2,000 years, these jars held the dead. Some believe corpses were left to decompose inside the jars before burial elsewhere. If true, these thousands of jars are the remains of a vast death ritual we barely understand. Carving one jar took weeks of brutal labor, and across 2,000 jars, many carvers died doing it. Multiply that by thousands, and you have a civilization that organized enormous effort around death. Yet they left no writing, no cities, and no name that survives. So who were these people, and why did they vanish so completely? During a secret war in the 1960s, over 2 million tons of bombs fell on this plain. Unexploded bombs still litter the ground, and many ancient jars were shattered forever. People are still killed walking among the jars today, by weapons dropped over 50 years ago. So the dead of 2,000 years ago and the dead of the last century lie side by side. Most of the 90 sites are still too dangerous to fully explore, which means the answer to who built them may still lie buried, unreachable, in the soil. Today, a few cleared sites let you walk among jars carved by hands we will never name. The jars were first studied in the 1930s by a French archaeologist who died before solving them. In 1935, she dated them to the Iron Age, 2,000 years ago, for a people who simply vanished. Inside some of the 2,000 jars, researchers found burned bone and teeth, the cremated dead. Whoever they were, they treated death as worth more labor than anything else they built. No homes, no temples, no palaces of these people survive, only their vessels for the dead. It is as if an entire culture lived only to bury its dead, and then died out itself. Each shattered jar that a bomb destroyed erased a clue we can never get back. So the dead were buried twice, once by their own people, and again by a forgotten war. It teaches us that entire peoples can pour their lives into the dead and still be forgotten. And it reminds us that the past can be destroyed before we ever understand it. Thousands of stone jars, full of the dead, carved by a people who left no name.